We're also continuing our team weather coverage, and we're going to start with David Paul. David.
Yeah, guys, all aspects of severe weather are on the table this afternoon, tonight, and into tomorrow morning. The timing is basically now through 7 a.m. That's our window for severe weather, although for the moment things are relatively quiet here in southeast Texas. But large hail, straight line winds, and tornadoes are all possible overnight. And flooding, specifically street flooding, that's the greatest threat, with heavy rain possible tonight into tomorrow morning. Now, right now, it's light rain, it's drizzle, it's misty in downtown. It's 72 degrees, but look at the wind, southeast at 25 miles an hour, and we've had gusts to 40, and that's why the power outages are up around 3, 4, 5,000 across the area now. These are wind gusts during the past 15 minutes. Sugar Land just reporting a gust to 37 miles an hour. You get up toward 40 miles an hour, that's about the threshold when we start to see these scattered to isolated power outages. Now, the radar is relatively quiet. I see one little heavier shower there building up just west of Lake Conroe, but it's not big and bad at the moment. The yellow area, including Colorado County, Austin County, Washington County, Grimes County, from Columbus to Brenham to Navasota, you're included in a tornado watch that extends off to the west into central Texas, where they've got more thunderstorms that are brewing up. Here's the big picture. And this is our developing storm system as it looks at the surface, with a surface low, a surface front, and that's pushing into and drawing in moisture from up and off the Gulf of Mexico. Bigger picture shows there's also a cold side to this. That's snow in Denver, Colorado, and portions of east Colorado getting snowed on right now. But the real severe weather driver with this is the upper level wind pattern. It's the jet stream. Look at this amplified trough that has set up across the desert Southwest and into Texas this afternoon. Again, these are the winds way up there at 34,000 feet. When they begin to split, spread out, diverge way up there at the top of the atmosphere like they are right in here, that's when we begin to think, aha, we could see severe weather as that enhances lift. So that's the way it looks going into this evening around 7 o'clock. Central North Texas seeing the strongest storms. But watch what happens as we head into the wee hours of tomorrow morning. This is 3 a.m. And you can clearly see, look at the divergent winds at the upper levels splitting right over Houston and southeast Texas. And that is one of the many ingredients that Tim Pandages and I are watching, we're concerned about, and this could lead to a heavy rain event, that part of it, especially after midnight into the morning hours.
That's right. That splitting of the jet stream aloft, David, really coincides with our heaviest rain chances in the middle of the overnight. Let's take you through it now here on Future Track. I'm going to start off with what's going on off to the west, because we're just dealing with some isolated showers and a few downpours here locally now. But off to the west, notice what starts to really develop here over the last couple of hours. This line, this enhanced line of supercell structured thunderstorms along a dry line. And it's in fact just that. It's a boundary from the dry desert air interacting with the warm, humid Gulf moisture surging in from the south. It ignites these spaced out severe thunderstorms that are rotating. And this, as it progresses off towards the east, some of them sticking together as they get into our western counties, which is why that severe thunderstorm threat, that tornado watch, is up until 10 p.m. for those areas. The dry line begins to peter on out, but then the cold front takes the reins, and we see this slowly trudge through the area, and you see that line really begin to fill on in. Here we are at 2 a.m. That's right around the timing that David showed of that jet splitting. Heavy rainfall, training thunderstorms over the same areas, easily dropping 2 to 3 inches of rainfall per hour. This lasts through 4 a.m., through the morning commute as well, and then it's not until after 8 a.m. we really start to see that front get a push on off to the east and conditions rapidly improve, but not before likely bringing some tornado threats, hail, and also the flash flooding threat as well, David.
So many moving parts to the severe weather threat overnight. We talked about the tornado watch, possible warnings to come. Here's Cheetah Craft with more on what to look for as far as the watches and the warnings.
Tonight, you're going to get a lot of weather alerts on your phone. That's why it's important to know the difference between a watch and a warning. Two phrases to help keep you weather smart. Now let's talk about a watch. During a watch, think be prepared. Severe thunderstorms are possible and in your area. Now, if you hear warning, think take action. Severe weather has been spotted and there's danger headed your way. Watch for those alerts. Back to you.
Thanks, Cheetah. Okay, so how much rain could we get overnight and into the morning? As we look at the computer models, the latest runs actually are not overly concerning. They've got rain totals widespread of 1 to 2 inches. The problem is this is just a model, and looking at all the different moving parts for the severe weather setup, we are convinced that there are some places, especially north of I-10, that could see 5 to 7 inches of rain through late tonight and through into tomorrow morning. So flash flooding, street flooding is a major concern. Turn around and don't drown. Do not drive into high water, especially at night. You just can't tell how deep that water is going to be. So this evening, rain chances continue to grow. We're on severe weather watch together. You know, if you know someone or you have a family member who is just doesn't usually pay attention to the weather that much, give them a call, send them a text, just do it today and make sure that they are aware that we have this threat today, tonight, and tomorrow morning so that nobody gets caught off guard. Tell them to download the app and turn on notifications just for the next 12 to 18 hours if you can get them to do that, so everybody stays safe overnight, guys.